Hello my friends, I now invite you to enjoy this classic Dr. Groovy lesson.
Hello folks, Scott Grove here. I'm going to give you a free lesson here on one thing that is actually one and the same, which is the basic country rhythm and the basic blues rhythm guitar. By this, what I mean is, for you country players, it will be this. Okay, so these are 7th chords and 9th chords. Okay, so you can already hear where we're getting ready to go with the blues thing. Exact same thing, but we're going to be doing and so on. Okay, so to make these happen, what we're doing are regular bar chords. Okay, we'll do it in the key of G where I was just at. If you don't know a bar chord, we're going to learn it real quick. You take your first finger, stick it on the 3rd fret, and you actually act like it's a bar. In this case, it's spelled B-A-R-R-E. You bar it across all of your frets. Okay, and so you can cover every single string on here all the way across on the 3rd fret. You're going to add your middle finger on the 4th fret, G string, pinky, 5th fret, D string, and finally your ring finger on the 5th fret of the A string. So make sure you play it, you get all of them. Okay, so if you haven't known that, there it is. But now we're going to sneak up on this thing. No, we're not. We're just going to barrel right into it, actually. What we're going to do is lift off your middle finger. Okay? I want you to take that, lift it off there, play it so you get actually a G minor. Then you just do what is called a hammer on. Put your middle finger back on to the 4th fret. Get used to doing exercises like this. Hammer on, pull off. Hammer on, pull off. Hammer on, pull off. Okay, so what we're going to do after we get that, I'm just cramming as much information in as YouTube will allow, and you can learn this at your own pace, is hit your low string, your or 2. So I'm going to be hitting the E and the A string like twice. Then we do our hammer on. Start off with your middle finger lifted off, add it back on. Then I'm strumming up, grabbing the E string and the B string. So you have, I'm actually grabbing that G string, or the D string and G string. Now we're taking our pinky and we're grabbing it all the way here on the B string, but up to the 6th fret. Okay, so you have, so you're going to be picking the middle 3 strings or so, the D, G, and B string. Then take your pinky, put it back where it was, and upstroke again on your E and B string. Okay, that is just a basic version of this. Okay, but you need the basic to get to the advanced. Okay, Okay, so slide into your G chord with just a low note. Just go back to the F or the first fret on your E string, slide back up to it. Then stop there. Okay, these are ninth chords. Okay, these will be determined by your middle finger on what chord they are. So we just need to go to the C, which is of course the third fret on your A string. To finish building up the ninth chord, okay, so middle finger, third fret. We got our first finger, second fret on your D string. Now I'm going to remove all these to show you the rest. All it is your ring finger barring again across the third fret on your G, B, and E string. So okay, so with this on top of it, you got to get them all to sound. Okay, now the real trick here is to be able to move this up what is called a whole step or 2 frets. Okay, I'm only picking at one time and then bring it back, so you move it all the way up to there and back to here. So you have to really be pushing on it, bring it up there, bring it back without ever hitting it again. What the heck am I doing? Just one string at a time. Here's my high E string. Then I hit the root note or the C. So, or you can do the whole chord. And you know, you've heard these before, so you can make them happen. Okay, so that's how we get that. And then we move it, go back to the G. Now we just go to D7, which we've already done when we slid up. Or not D7, but D9. So you're doing that C9. And when you went up, stay there. That's going to be your D9. Back to C9. And back to G. Okay, so when you do the da-da-da, you're just doing C9, C#9, then D9, and give it some downward vibrato. Okay, so that's a quick way to do that. Okay, so that quick one is you can actually flatten out your ring finger on your 2 middle strings, your D string and your G string, barring them at the 5th fret. You just hit those 2 strings. Then you bar across again at the 3rd fret, and you're just doing that same hammer on pull off, but with a lot of them. And you're only hitting again the D string and the G string. Okay, so, and then back to your D9. You can even move it up 1 fret. Okay, so that's how you do your standard blues. Okay, for you country players, the same way is to play this exact same thing but extremely fast, or whatever tempo you need it at, but it's based on exactly the same thing. Okay, so what we have is, which is your low E string and your A string. Okay, so this is where we use this stuff. So your low 2 strings, hammer on, so you're hitting your 2 middle strings with the hammer on. Then we do a click. Okay. Okay, so we do the 5th fret on our D and G string with the bar across with our ring finger. Okay, when we do that, it's an upstroke. That's what you have to remember. You just gotta lock that into your brain, okay? Or just do parts of it. So get them as fast as you can. And same thing with the 9th chords. You go there instead of a regular C. It just sounds great. So here we are coming out of the G, and you can go to that G7 that we also did with the pinky. Okay, so that is the way you do the same thing but using country. Everybody wants to know how to do this kind of rhythm. So okay, so just mess with that a bunch. There are the ways that you've heard it so many times. Now you have the tools to do it with. Mess around with it as much as you want. The real secret lies in these 9th chords, because you can do them any way you want. You see, there's so many ways. Or how you slide into it, how you slide back from it. So once again, Scott Grove here, just a little free rhythm patterns for you. Hope you enjoyed them. A lot of people ask me for these. So that is one of the most common ones that people ask me. How do you get that rhythm to happen? Well, that's how you do it. In case anybody's a guitar buff, this here we're using today here is the very first year of Ibanez Iceman, when it was actually called an Iceman. This is the 1978 Ibanez Iceman IC 100 BK. BK just simply stands for black. 100 means it was actually one of the lower line models. It's all original. Got your little butterfly pickups there, your Super 80s. So really cool guitar. Gotta love it. They made these prior to 78, but they were just called artist models for a couple years. But the first year they called them an Iceman. This would be it. Really cool guitar. So anyway, enjoy the licks, have fun, and just jam the holy heck out of them. Like I said, you've heard all these licks a million times. You'll find your own way through them. You know what you want to play in your head, but now you have the tools to do it. So go do it. Phone's ringing, means I gotta go. Bye-bye.